How are we doing there, fellas? Today is, what is today? Today's May 13th, 2026, Wednesday. No, is today Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I happen to know that today, so there are certain people whose birthdays you always remember. And I happen to know that today is the birthday of I'm trying to think of how I can say this and remain respectful to people in my life, to women in my life today. But I would say that when I was in my early 20s, I was very, very, very in love with this one particular woman. And I was 21, she was 19, so barely a woman. But is that frowned upon? I feel like that's almost frowned upon these days for like a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old to actually be together. I feel like there's a certain group of people that would consider that bad. But anyway, I was very in love with this woman, and we were like an on again, off again kind of thing until I was 25, right? And it was a very much on again, off again. We would go 6 months without talking, and then we would go 9 months and we were inseparable, and then another 3 months without talking, and then another month of just 24 hours of sex. And then we would it was just this whole back and forth, this just kind of schizophrenic kind of thing. But I just happen to remember that today is in fact her birthday. I don't know why I remember that, but May 13th is her birthday. And if you're watching the stream, you can see that I am having camera issues. Okay, I'm just going to try and ignore the camera issues, and just because they're not really affecting my performance as an entertainer, so to speak. All right, let me send the link out. Let me send the link out to a couple of people. I didn't do that today. I'm going to send the link out to David and Justin, and they never joined, but that's fine. I'm going to send it to them anyway. I'm going to send it to my friend Nick, who I love sending the gay reels to because it's funny. I'm going to send a link to Lisa as well. Hopefully Lisa can join and choke. And of course, my friend Johnny Gators, I'm going to send it to him. It's okay. I think that's everybody on text. I'm going to go ahead and send the link over to Henna on WhatsApp. All right, where is Henna? She changed her profile picture. It's a picture. It's a picture of her riding a dragon, and I have it says something in Finnish. Let me see. I'm talking about your profile picture on stream. Let me send her a link. So I want to actually let me load up my Good Boy browser. Let me do that right here. Is that it? This is my Good Boy browser. But I need to load up ChatGPT. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is translate the Finnish text in this image for me. All right, so I want to see what this is. This is what she has set as her profile picture. I want to know what it says. Inquiring minds need to know. There are no limits on today's agenda. It sounds kind of like our show. It sounds kind of like this stream, right? Goal, an epic day and a good day, I guess. An epic and good day. Let me see. Okay, that's good. Let's see before you leave. Let me send the link to a couple of other people. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to send it to this random person. I'm also going to send the link to Razman, and I'm going to send the link to Henna on Instagram. Is there anybody else that I should send the link? Oh, I got to send the link. I have to send the link to this guy, Kelvin, who is this taxi driver that I met when I was in Zambia nearly a year ago. It's basically about a year ago that I was in Zambia, and I met this really, let's just say this eager taxi driver, eager to be friends with me, this taxi driver in Zambia of all places. And then he started following me on Instagram, and he would send me these messages that are like, you are an inspiration. I wish to be like you and travel the world and things like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, Kelvin. His name's Kelvin. Cool. Kelvin Zulu. You can't get much more African than a last name of Zulu. That's That's just fact. That's just fact. Okay. So what are we gonna do? Okay. So we have translated Henna's profile picture. We know what she's talking about. Oh, I didn't send the message. I gotta send them the message. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it is a little. What time is it in Finland? I think it's a little late. What time? No, not that browser. This browser. What time is it in Finland? I think they are an hour ahead of Botswana. Yeah, so it's 11:06 p.m. So, so as you can tell, I still have a bit of a cold. Oh, Henna is here. We were translating the text in your profile picture, Henna. We were looking at that, so we figured out what that means. That there are no limits on today's agenda. I like that, and actually, I'm going to steal that. I think that is a good motto for this stream. Right? Because I like to think sometimes that we have an agenda on this stream, but there are no limits to the agenda on this stream. All right, let me. I feel like all right, the camera issue right now. Oh, and Not Sure is in the house. He says, hola, Not Sure. And then Henna is laughing at her own profile. No, that does look like Henna. That does look like a cartoon version of Henna. It does. It really does. I mean, I'm talking about the dragon, not the woman. I don't know who the woman is. All right. I got to shave my head. I'm looking at this because the only way I can get the camera to work is to use the camera app on Windows. Okay, and see, now it stops working. And so now it's working. And so I see a big picture of myself when it's working. Okay. And I'm like, oh, I got to shave my head. Like, I think I look a lot better when my hair is, like, really bald. Like, when I'm bald. What's up with the face tracker? Okay, so that's because I'm using the camera app. I don't know. Let's see. How can I turn that off? Oh. Wait. No. Go back to the camera. Go back. Okay, so that's because I'm using the camera app. Let's see. Let me see. Camera settings. Off. Default settings. So I don't know how to turn the face tracker off. Like, how do I turn video settings? Maybe. No. I don't know how to turn it. Is there a way to turn it off? I don't know that there is. Let me see. This photo timer, HDR. Okay, what about this over here? Barcode. Video. Okay, let's go up. Video. Okay. I think that does it. I think that will do it. Okay, perfect. I think we got it. I think we got rid of it. Are you okay? Are you happy now? Not sure. Are you happy? Can you relax now? Can you calm down for a minute? All right. So let's go over here. Okay, so what are we going to work on tonight? So I think we need to revisit our. Let's turn this fan on because it's a little warm. I think we need to revisit our what we were working on yesterday. So let's load up Unity. We hadn't actually done any programming yesterday. We just kind of we were planning, is what we were doing. We were just doing a lot of planning. Let me see. Not much. Too much. I thought that went into effect. No, too much. I see the camera app's not working. Okay, so let's just load up the game. Alrighty, put that over here. Perfect, thanks. Well, now now we can't find your camera. Like, okay. Oh, there's the camera. I didn't touch it. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. This is what happens when I go away for when I go away for a few weeks. Now, I'm wondering, should I even bother buying a new camera? Okay, it's working. It's working. I see. All right. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute, okay? Wait just a cotton picking minute, okay? Why is it a cotton picking? Just wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. All right, it's still loading. Okay, there we are. Wait a minute. One sec. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, what are we... I was actually thinking today what we could do. I was thinking like, okay, well, we had this whole like action system we were going to work on. But I kind of want to work on animations. Like, I was like, maybe we should animate something. Like, we should animate something. Like, but I'm not, the problem is I'm not even sure how to do that, right? Like, how do you do that? Like, okay. All right. We'll have to figure this out. Who is, oh, is this the ship? What is this? No. Okay. That is the ship. Lisa says hi. Not sure is saying hi to Lisa. Everybody. And, you know, it's like a full house here tonight, of course. And I don't have a camera working. I don't have a working camera. Oh my God. Why? Your camera keeps flickering. I know. And there's nothing I can do about it. What do you want me to do about it? Okay. Short of getting a new computer, what do I do about it? Like, the problem is I don't know if it's the camera or the computer. What are you, Addie? Poor? You can't afford a new camera? God, I keep coughing up lung butter. It's the same cold I've had for days. It's your streaming software being dumb. I don't know. Well, I'm using Streamlabs, so I don't know if it's the streaming software. I don't know if it's a hardware problem with the computer. I don't know if it's a camera problem or if it's... did you take vitamin C and zinc? I've been taking a multivitamin. I have been taking... I have not loaded up on vitamin C or zinc. I feel okay today. I am hosting this, not hosting at home, hosting at a restaurant. I am hosting this this dinner with a big group of people, right? So the company I work for, it's been around for a long time. And so there's this person in India who works for the company, and she is in town. And so I was like, okay, well, you know what would be great is while you're in town, let's get a few of the people here in the Northern Virginia area. I was like, let's get a few people that also live in the Northern Virginia area and go out to dinner. Okay, so I arranged that. But then I was like, well, this person in India, she's worked at the company a long time. So she knows people who used to work at the company who still live in the area. So I contacted a couple of people who don't work for the company anymore, but still live in the area. So now there's about 6 of us who work for the company and about 6 of us who don't work for the company who are all getting together for dinner tomorrow night because of my planning. And so that's a lot. I don't typically like doing these things. I don't really like planning get-togethers or parties, but every time I do, it is a stunning success. It is always an amazing success. And I feel that it's an amazing success because I do it so rarely. So anyway, that's what's happening tomorrow. All right. But maybe tomorrow I can swing by Best Buy and pick up another camera and just see if that's the issue, if that's what's happening. Let me pay attention over here on the right-hand side for a second. All right, let me see. Okay. All right. So let's, the freaking, the animation would be cool, But I think what we're gonna let's try to stay focused. Let's try to stay focused, okay? All right, Lisa, can we just like Lisa and Not Sure? Can we just stay focused for a minute? Henna, can we please just concentrate on what we were talking about? Let's just stay focused and not get sidetracked. It would be better to just turn off your camera. Really? I mean, you don't want to look at this beautiful face, even if it's just in glimpses. Even if it's just in glimpses. What if I took a picture and just put a picture up there? Could do that. See, look, it's working now. It's not even stuttering now. It's working. It's working perfectly. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? Henna said something in some made-up language. I don't know what it is. What the hell is that? Now I gotta ask AI. It's some made-up. It's some weird made-up language that she pretends to speak. Okay. Here is more Finnish to translate. Absolutely. Now let's all just focus. Yes. Let's just, that is correct. In your made up language, let's focus on the task at hand. And Lisa is posting, which is Korean. I know that's Korean. I know that the second part of it is we, but I don't know the first part. When I was in Korea, it's actually interesting. When I was in South Korea, I was like, I know that Korean is based on the alphabet. So I started studying the alphabet. I forget what it's called, but it's very simple. It was actually much more simple. And I was really proud of myself because I had a business meeting in downtown Seoul and I was to meet them at, well, okay, fine. Well, it's been a minute, Lisa. Okay, it's not we. Well, okay, wait a minute. Don't tell me. It's called, okay, the language is called Hangul. But what I was very proud of was I had to go to Gangnam, like in Gangnam style, right? And the meeting was inside of the Gangnam building. And I'm like looking around and like I had the address and I know I'm in the general area and I see this building, right? And it has this text on it and I start sounding it out and I'm like, okay, Gangnam. And then I look at the second word written in Korean literally said building, Gangnam building. And I was like, I found it. I was so proud. Now, mind you, I have forgotten how to read the Korean alphabet, as was just demonstrated in the chat room. But it's not that difficult. And I'm sure with consistency and with practice that anybody could pick it up. Even you, Lisa. No. Of course Lisa could. That was silly. Okay. All right. I love you, Lisa. I didn't mean to be mean. I shouldn't have been mean. I was teasing. Lisa is a wonderful, intelligent, beautiful woman, and I would never say anything less. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, where is the document that I had started? Is it on the? Let me see if it's on the desktop. I had started a document with certain things. Pizza. Okay, if you say so. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Pizza. Oh, pizza. Man, I could go for a pizza. I could go for it. No. I'm not doing it. So, okay, here's the document I was looking for. My wife, she made this chili. So when I got home from Bolivia, she had bought the ingredients to make this chili because she knows I like it. And so I've been living off this chili. I don't know what it is about this chili, but it is like I could eat it 3 times a day every day. There's a couple of things like that. But no, I could eat this chili for every meal. Every meal I could eat this chili. And like I've got enough chili left for dinner. I've already had it for lunch. And I had it for lunch yesterday, and I had it for dinner the day before, and so I'm going to have that goddamn chili. It is, I don't know what it is, but I did make one request for the next time she makes it. The next time she makes it, I need her to add more corn. I like corn. I like corn. So she just needs to add more corn to the chili. It's so good. The chili is so good. Okay. All right. So what we were doing is we were trying to just come up with some examples of kind of these of what type of dialogue actions we could take. Because if we can define what we want, then we can figure out how to build it. I think what happens a lot of times is programmers and maybe other engineers, but software engineers will often go in directly into building something without first understanding what it is they need. And so that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do, is I want to understand more of what we need. And so like with this, I see that we need access to like, so let's just kind of put this down. Abstract things, right? We need access to NPC/player attributes. Let's see. Things we need, no, things the action system needs access to. NPC/player stats, right? I would also say NPC/player inventory. So we have drop an item, give an item, play a sound. So sound system. What other kind of things? Like what other kind of actions can result from a dialogue? Like again, an NPC goes aggro. So that's modifying an NPC attribute. An NPC drops an item. That's the NPC inventory. You play a sound. What about spawning things, right? Like you could have it so like something has to spawn an item or NPC. So then you would need access to the world/environment system, I guess. I guess that's right, I guess, for spawning items and NPCs. Hannah says, I'm craving mac and cheese, and talking about pizza makes me hungry. Are you craving? You're talking about the American mac and cheese. I know you are. I know you are. Lisa, does Papa John sell mac and cheese? Because they should. This might be a 2-soda stream, boys. I don't know. Call me crazy, but it might be a 2-soda stream. Okay, so we need access to these kinds of things, like the player stats, the player inventory, the sound system world. Okay, what other kind of actions? Let's just ask AI, since you people are useless. You people can't help me with anything. Let me turn this off for a second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. God, you people are too impatient. All right, okay. There we go. Right there. All right. Okay. Dialogue node actions. Let's load up that conversation. Give me a list of certain things/actions that would make sense to be attached to dialogue node scriptable objects. For example, modifying NPC attributes or access to NPC inventory, playing sounds, etc., etc. Let's see. There is no such thing as finished mac and cheese. Well, maybe you need to invent one. Maybe that is your calling. Maybe that is your calling. Okay, here's a practical list of action categories that make sense to attach to a dialogue node objects. I'd split them into node actions and option actions. On enter, on exit, on selected. It feels like overkill. One sec. I'm paying attention over here for a second. Just give me a minute. All right. Okay. So modify NPC disposition, which I guess is like modifying the mental state of an NPC. Set NPC disposition. I don't know what the difference there is. Okay. So these are probably your core conversation gameplay actions. So if you look at this is like modify NPC stress, modify NPC corporation loyalty, morale. These are all in the same wheelhouse. They're basically modifying the mental state of the NPCs. So this is all the same thing, right? Anger +1, respect +1. This is stupid. Okay. NPC behavior. Okay, so this is set NPC aggro, neutral, friendly, flee. This is all the same thing. It's all the same thing. No. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Inventory actions. Give item to player, drop item, take item. This is all the same thing. Lock open NPC. Okay, that's too much. Okay. Player inventory, give item to player. It's repeating itself. Okay. Conversation flow, jump to dialogue node, end conversation, force auto advance, play sound, play one shot, play NPC breathing. What? This is stupid. This is too much. No. Here's what we're going to do. What are we going to do? Let's start simple. That's usually the best thing to do. All right? We're going to start very simple. We're going to start very basic. We're going to look at the mental state, okay? So in the mental state, we have the comfort, calmness, and receptiveness. I don't know why I called it receptive, but that's what I called it. What I think we're going to do. What are we going to do? Here's what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Why? What do I want to do? Do I want to do this? Okay. All right. There's a few of you in the chat room. I need you to speak up. Even if you don't understand, even if you're a little bit lost on what I'm going to ask, I need an answer. Okay? I'm going to give you two options. Do I want to go these you know what? I'm going to do a poll. In the chat room because the two options are going to be the scriptable object route or the scripting route. Now, I know they sound similar, but they're different. All right? Scriptable. I'm typing this in now. Scriptable. Oh, my God. Which route should we take? And we're going to go either the scriptable object. In order to... Okay, so not sure is asking... Not sure is asking to do what? What are you trying to do? Remember the dialogue nodes, right? I want the dialogue nodes to have action. So when you click on a certain like respond disrespectfully, it will actually modify the mental state of the NPC, right? So like if you respond disrespectfully, it's going to agitate the NPC. So to agitate the NPC, you have to modify his mental state, right? Like remember we looked at the mental state and maybe calm, like maybe if you're very disrespectful, it decreases his calmness and decreases his comfort, things like that, right? So do we want to go the scriptable object route or do we want to go the mini script language route? I'm starting a poll. Scriptable object is so much more... No, it's not. It really isn't. It is not so much more usable. The scriptable... I'd say the thing about the scriptable object route is that it's a little more... It's a little more guarded, I would say. Whereas the mini script language is... I would argue that the scripting language is 1,000% more usable. The scriptable object route, the thing about this scriptable object route is that it allows you to put in a lot of guardrails. You're not going to go off the rail. However, it's going to be very cumbersome to build complex actions. Because think about it. What you're going to do is you're going to add a scriptable, so you're going to have an array of actions. And then if you want to build like complex actions, where not just a single, remember, it's not just a single action. Like maybe you want to decrease the comfort and decrease the calmness, but if the calmness is less than a certain threshold, then you also want to decrease the receptiveness, something like that. I'm just making things up. But when you want to start building these complex actions, the scriptable object route becomes much more cumbersome, much quicker. Scriptable object is more UI friendly. It's more UI friendly, but is it more programmer friendly? I don't know that it is. I don't know. It's not. No, I do know it's not. This might be a two soda stream, boys. So let me give you an example. Let's try to throw together an example really quick. I think we can. So what I'm talking about, not sure, is I go up here. I'm going to go up to this guy. I'm going to say something, right? So if I click respond disrespectfully, maybe he gets slightly more agitated, right? And then if I respond disrespectfully again, he gets even more agitated. And then if I respond disrespectfully a third time, maybe that pushes his agitation so high that he starts attacking me, or whatever the case is, right? Whatever the case may be. But what we would have, so if we go over to the little script, if we go over to the dialogue nodes, what I was thinking is, so here you can see we already kind of started the actions. So in order to have multiple actions, you would have to build more and more. Scriptable object, fam. Oh man, you guys aren't programmers. Well, what programmer doesn't want to write their own programming language? You guys are posers. You're all posers. God, you're the worst. Scriptable object route looks like it won. All right, well, you're all posers. You're all a bunch of posers. This is all a state machine. God damn it, not sure. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. No. So the alternative was to do something like, so it was either, so we can either, in this actions attribute, let me turn the mouse highlighter on. So in this actions over here that I'm highlighting, we would have to basically stack. We would basically have to stack actions, or I'm sorry, stack scriptable objects on top of one another, which you can do, sure. Or that's the scriptable object route, is to basically just build scriptable objects on top of that, which honestly is probably the better. Or we could have a little scriptable language like this over here. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So you would basically just have a text box right over here, and then you would just put code into the text box like this. This is a very stack-based little scripting language that I kind of just whipped up yesterday on stream. Doesn't have to be like this. It could be a little friendlier, but the thing about languages like this that are stack-based and very just kind of like push pop kind of, is that it's very easy to kind of like build a lexer for this. It's very easy to this kind of thing is very easy to implement in terms of languages. But the thing is if you guys were like Matthew, like a junior engineer, coming to me and asking me as the senior, as the lead for advice, I would probably tell you not to do the mini-script language. If I'm being honest, let's do the mini-script language with YAML. Oh my God, YAML. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? Oh my, Lisa, can you ban Not Sure, please? Please ban him, please. Please ban him. Wait, let me pay attention over here for a second. Yeah. Yes, of course. YAML is nice. I also like human readable JSON. But those are file formats for data representation, not for behavior representation. Like, they're two different things. Like, can you implement a programming language with YAML syntax? Sure. Like, yeah, but do you really want to? No. Can we create a state machine with GraphViz? Oh my God. What freaking tool is this that you are... Well, actually, there is like some state machine tool in Unity. What is it? Isn't there like some like complex like state machine game flow tool? Let me ask AI. Yeah, Unity. Well, no, it's not that Unity has a state machine. It's like a WYSIWYG is what I'm talking about. Oh my God, not sure is going to be right back again. Oh my God, that man just loves the BRB. He loves the BRB. Let me see, AI mode. Doesn't Unity have some type of graphical state machine tool for AI behavior? Let's see. Introduced in Unity 6, the official Unity behavior package uses a node-based behavior graph system. The tech. It expands traditional behavior trees into graph layout and features leaf nodes, decorators, composite nodes, and join nodes. It lets you seamlessly mix finite state machines with behavior trees inside the graph to organize modular complex enemy logic. Unity visual scripting. Unity natively bundles a node-based visual scripting framework. All right. Okay. Ellipsis Triangle Trap, who I saw you message earlier. Welcome back, my friend. He says, my knowledge in this field is very extensive. I know TI Basic. Trust me, bro. Yes. You were one of the kids that was playing Doom on his TI-80. Yes. Oh, man. I loved that thing when I was in high school, the TI-80 graphing calculator. I don't know what they have now. This is a vintage 1995. Who knows? They're probably like on TI-300 by now. What is... Jesus. What is the latest version of the TI-80? The TI-80 was discontinued in the year 2. Well, what do they use for graphing calculators in school now? Do they just not do it anymore? Do they just not? Is that just not a thing? Maybe it's not a thing. I mean, I guess nowadays kids are learning about, transgenderism in algebra class. So I guess you don't really need a Texas Instrument calculator. I'm sorry if I triggered you, Lisa. I'm sorry. God, calm down. Okay. Maybe what we need to do. I wanted to look up like a quick tutorial. Unity 6. What did AI say it was? Unity behavior graph system. Let's see. Unity 6 quick tutorial behavior graph system. All right, let's calm the music down. Okay. Let's take a look at this.
When we hit the pothole, I worry about
Oh my God!
for hours.
And our lives would revolve around the pothole.
Oh my! No! Oh, my stars and garters. All right. No, I refuse to sit through ads. I refuse to. I pay for YouTube Premium. Let me see. Let's see. Is it going to play me another ad? Okay, there we go.
Introduced a new system in Unity 6 for creating enemies and NPCs called the behavior graph. It sounds promising, but honestly, they haven't really explained how it works in a practical, beginner-friendly way. If you're completely new to behavior trees, you'll probably open the documentation, see a wall of theory.
I'm not reading documentation. I'll let Not Sure do that.
Even though there are plenty of behavior tree tutorials out there, I kept running into the same issue when deciding if this system was right for my project. Most tutorials either go too deep into code without showing the big picture, or they just walk through generic node setups with no real context. So they're not that helpful when you're trying to build
I already hate
something
it.
real. That's why
I already hate
decided
it.
to break it down.
At least the video. I hate that video. Why couldn't you just tell me what it was?
Unity has
No. Unity 6 behavior graph tutorial. All right, come on. Easy AI behavior package. Okay, here we go.
Creating AI for Unity games was always a bit problematic.
If you were an idiot. Okay, fine. Let's just go.
PC, and I want to give it some behaviors.
Okay.
It already has a nav mesh agent and the animator component, and what we need to do is select add component and search for behavior agent component.
Okay.
Next, in the project tab, right click, select create menu, and from it select the behavior and behavior graph, and let's call it enemy behavior graph.
So this doesn't seem quite like what I need.
Select your NPC and drag the graph to,
because this seems like something, because we already have like this behavior state system with our NPCs. That's what this seems to be addressing.
Behavior agent, and double click on it. 2 points. In the graph area in the middle, you can press spacebar to create patrol node.
Okay.
And if you select the inspector, you will be able to read more about this node. So it moves the game object. If it has a nav mesh agent, it is using that. If not, it is using the
Not Sure says, I'm back.
of
Which
the
one of my awesome ideas are you doing? I think we're just going to go with the scriptable object route.
Of it. So, for example, speed.
Because so looking at the behavior package, what that looks more like it looks suitable for doing something we're already doing, right? So like we have the states, like we have the NPC state machine where we already are able to kind of like, we're able to go idle, and from the idle state, we're able to go to the attack state, and from the attack state, we're able to go back, like that kind of thing. That's what that behavior tree looks like. The state machine is used in player animations. It's used in player animations in the sense that the animation being played for an NPC depends on its state, right? So even in our state machine model, we can just say, hey, when you're in this state, play this animation. Like, we can do that. That's not a big deal. One sec. It's a player animation state machine running it. No. Again, you can have animations independent of the state machine, and you can have a state machine independent of the animations. It's the only way they're tied together is because you typically use, because they're now I'll grant you that there may be some nice way to drag an animation over to a certain state that basically says, when in this state, play this animation. Yes, that may exist, but that's basically the same as calling a function in here and saying, when you are in this state, play this animation. So it's not as though if you want to do animations, you have to use that state machine. And it's not even as though if you want to use that state machine, you have to use animations. So, all right, give me a second. I like abstraction. Well, abstraction is nice. All right, so wait a minute. Okay. Sorry, just doing some logistical things here. Okay. So, let's start by going down the scriptable object method. And so what that's going to look like is here, let's just start very basic. Let's just start with having an action that can modify an NPC's mental state. That's it. Nothing else. But you see these, if we go back to the mental state file, you can see the, okay, here we go. How do I change my vote? Well, what do you want? What do you want the script? Do you want the mini script language now? Is that what you want? Because I swear to God, if you do, I'm banning you. I'm banning you. Scared my dog. He was on the bed and he got out. All right. Oh, fucking A. All right. fucking A. Fuck you, not sure. Fuck you, not sure. Ah. God. Okay. All right. Let's calm down. Let's calm down for a second. Let's calm down. Where did Ellipsis Triangle Trap go? Is he still here? Because I'm giving the final decision to him. If he is still here. Or Henna. Either Ellipsis Triangle Trap or Henna. Whoever responds first. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Whatever they say. You know what? I am going to go, okay, not sure, living up to his name. No, Ellipsis Triangle Trap. This decision is yours. Are we going scriptable object or mini script? Scriptable object or mini script. I'm going to go whichever route Ellipsis Triangle Trap goes. And if he defers to not sure, I'm ignoring him and going with Lisa. And she's, because I know Lisa's not in the chat room anymore. All right, fuck it. We'll do the mini script language. This is going to require another soda. I'll be right back. Let me go get another soda. God damn it, not sure. My dog is on the bed looking terrified. He's on the bed, just looking scared. And I even dressed up for you guys. I literally dressed up for you guys. Okay. All right. So let's start with this. This is what we're going to do. We can either do set NPC attribute or actually, I think probably adjust NPC. This would probably be adjust NPC attribute. And so this would be like 0.51. Right? So what this is saying, we're going to implement this first one here. This is the first thing we're going to implement up here is this part right here that I'm highlighting. Let me go ahead and, can I do this? I'm going to share. I've done this a few times. It's always fun. It's a good time. I am going to share. I'm going to share a link to the Visual Studio, to Visual Studio, so you can actually join and actually look in Visual Studio. Now, this is hopefully this won't screw things up for me too much, but you know, it is what it is. Let me see what this is over here. Okay. So this first part, come here. This part right here is what we're going to implement. Push target, push comfort. Okay, so there's two resources I want to look at for doing this. First resource is one that I've talked about a couple of times, which is the game programming patterns. All right. How do we want to do this? So basically what you would have is keywords, right? You would have, okay, there is another link I want to look at. I need to find this because this link, okay, give me a second. Come on. Wait a minute. So there, I've talked about this project. There's a project I'm looking for a link. It is an old article, literally probably from 2011. And it's basically write your own language in C#, and it has an excellent approach to tokenization. And basically how to lex tokens. And I'm trying to find that because I don't want to have to reinvent it from scratch. I want to model what we do after it. And I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it. I'm pretty sure I've even shared it on this stream before. I'm over here on my Naughty Boy browser just looking at my links trying to find it. Create. Oh. I think I found it. Is this it? Wait a minute. I don't know if this is it or not. In the February issue, MS Ojopa walks you through the code compiler written in C#. Create a language compiler. Okay, so summarize this article for me. Where's the fucking article? What the fuck is X++? Okay. All right, wait, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Just calm down for a minute. This is a really great article. I have so this is from 17 years ago. It's going to take me to okay, perfect. This is it. This is it, boys. This is it. Do programmers still do pseudocode? Of course they do. Of course. Like Ellipsis, would you please ban Not Sure? Please ban him. Okay. How do we want to approach this? I basically just want the code. Let's see. Show 3 more. Okay. The scanner's method. Okay. Scan. Where's the code? Scanner parse. We basically code of why is the code available in an exe? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, it's not even available. All right. So where is the actual code? We might go a little long tonight. I have a feeling we're gonna go a little long tonight. Because my wife's gonna get home. She's gonna work out. So I'm just gonna Well, now this is becoming customization, finding the best of the best. Okay. All right. So I am not able to actually find the code. Create your own language. Copy. I mean, this. Compiler writing 2008. Let's see if we can do this. Create a link. Okay, perfect. Oh, wait, but that's a different guy, isn't it? No, it's the same article. Okay. A deep look in the dynamic. Okay, no. I want the code. Okay, this looks closer to what we want, actually. Ugh. All right, we're going to have to kind of do this from experience. I literally just want to copy and paste. But that's not going to quite happen. The problem is this is going to deviate us for quite a while. I hope you're prepared for that. But it's fine. It's fun. Okay. What I am doing is I'm looking for one of my old repos because I modeled a little scripting language after these documentations or after these docs. So I'm just looking for that. There we go. No, wait. That might not be it. No, this isn't it. Is it? Okay. This is close to what I want. Okay. So what we need to realize is what we want some type of like binary representation of the commands, because we don't want to go parsing the actual text during runtime, right? What we want to do is basically do that in the constructor. We want to look at the text, we want to parse it, any errors we're going to throw or anything like that. So the first thing to do is we have to start by building basically an abstract syntax tree, an ABST. You might have heard about those before. An abstract syntax tree. AST. So what you need to do, the first step basically, here's the issue. Is do I want to do all, like a lot of this I don't even need to do inside of Unity. And it's actually going to be a pain in the ass to do it in Unity. So, let's load up Visual Studio. I know I have Visual Studio 2026 installed. Okay. Like, can you just load it up for me? Okay, wait, never mind. It's set later. Okay, here it is. Okay, what we're gonna do, give it a second. Simple MD5 hash. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't wanna, was it MD5 hash where you got mad? No, it was base 64 encoding. You got mad at me. You got mad at me because you thought I was like, nope. Don't want to rehash that. Nope. You got mad at me when we were talking about base 64 encoding, I think it was. Anyway, nope. Don't want to get mad. Don't want to do that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new target. We could do this with unit tests. Do we want to do it? No, let's just, okay. I got to remember how to do this in Visual Studio. It's been a long time. Add new item? No. I want to add like a new target, our project. So a solution can be composed of one or more projects. Yes. Project from existing code? No. Project solution? Yes. So from here, we're just going to have a regular console app. Okay. This will be called we're just going to call it game flow. Our mini script console. What is this? And then he's looking at something. Yeah, that's an abstract syntax tree. Yeah. Once I get the project set up, it'll make sense. Just give me a minute. Mini scripts, create new. Oh, I don't want to create a new solution. Add to solution. And then this will actually go under St. Aveline. Okay. What version does Unity 6 of C# does Unity 6 support? What version of C# does Unity use? Primarily supports 9.0. All right, so we'll go with 9.0. Okay. I probably should have checked in code, but that's fine. Okay, perfect. And now we have a console write line. Excellent. Excellent. Now, I think now we want it to be in game core. So what I want to do is I want to add the game core assembly to the miniscript console project. I don't know how. Okay, dependencies. Easy. Is it already added by Automagicness? Let's see. Like if I do in here, this weirds me out because like this is like a modern template. Like there's no it just weirds me out that there's no like class main with the main function. It's just like, what is this? This is too much. This is too much. Okay. Anyway, new console template. Yeah, this is what I want. You know what? This is actually what I want. I want that. That's what I want. Okay. Mini. I'm old, okay? That's what I want. Okay, let's see if this builds. Okay, it builds. Okay, perfect. And then we can, okay, so it's game core, miniscript console. So we should be able to run it, and it's just going to say hello world. Okay, and there it goes. Is it going to say hello world? Really? No. It did. Okay, I thought it crashed for a second. Okay. All right. So the first thing we want is a scanner. And where did my sample code go? Was it here? Was it in my Naughty Boy browser? Or was it my Naughty Boy browser? So basically, what we want is something like this. Okay, text reader input. What is text? I guess that's okay. Okay, it's basically just a read-only streaming thingamajigger. Alrighty. We'll keep it all in the same class for now, or in the same file, I should say. So let's see. We'll make this public for now. Public. Okay, so this was just using objects. That's interesting. And then what does he do? What does he do? I'm the one doing it. One is digit, accumulation, append, and then accumulation, result add. Okay. Result add to string is letter. Else if is white space. Ignore. Okay. Got it. All right. Got it. So the first step is you got to go through and you got to look at each character of the text. So let's assume, how do you, like, if you have, let's get the example that we had in our Scratch file, and this is the dream right here. We're not going to worry about comments, so I'm going to take the comments out. But this is the dream. This is the dream. This is what we stay up late at night thinking about and touching. No, not going to go there. But this is the ultimate goal. All right, or at least for now. Not the ultimate goal, but the immediate goal. All right. So what you got to remember, this is all one string. I know, and you got to go through and you do the scanning. The scanning will look at each character and basically classify it. So that's the scanning part. What it's going to do is it's going to generate things like a string, like the push is a string, the target is a string, the push is a string, the comfort is a quoted string. So it's basically just going to go through. It's not going to do any type of syntax checking or anything like that. It's basically just going to accumulate strings. It's going to turn the input into strings, more or less. Let's see something. Builder. Okay. So this is not a great example because the language that I wrote when I did this was very, very basic. I would really like to be able to find the code for this because it was actually really good. I feel like I even took the code and put it into GitHub, but I have so many freaking repos that I don't know what to look at. Let me see. No. Okay, where else have I done stuff like this? Let's see. This is in C++, but it should still be applicable. I think I did this on Spirit WinDev. Not on Spirit. Spirit is... Let me see. Let's look at scanner. Type language. Let's see. Can I look at like is there like a file name? Does that work? It doesn't work. See, I'm just searching names that I know would actually result in something. Okay, so file, no. Scan, no. Parse. So this, I know that this would have it. Examples. BB code. No, that's examples. I'm sorry, not sure. I know I'm not being very entertaining right now. I apologize. Let me see. Node to string, get print children, get raw string. Oh, wow. Somebody actually opened an issue. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wait. Yeah. But at some point, this so this project that I'm looking at is for BB code. BB code is like it's for like message forums, and it's basically like it's a similar syntax. It's very similar to like HTML, but I needed a parser for it, and then I'm pretty sure that I started down the path of like doing scanning. WinDev. All right. I think we're just going to have to... Because there's the scanning and then there's the tokenization. Let's see. The generator is the code generator. The parser is the tokenization, essentially. Commands. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's just do this. Let's just fucking get into it, okay? Basically, we're just... Oh, God. No, this is too difficult. Wait a minute. So what we'll have is we would have keyword, we would have variable, we'd have quoted, I think we do it like this. All right. So we would have keyword. We would have hard variable. I can't see the code. It's very small. Okay. So push and call would be keywords, right? Push and call, those are keywords, which are just strings. Target, this would be a variable. Comfort would be a string literal, and then we would have -0, 1, which is a number literal. Okay, so these are our basic types in our little language here. So, the problem I have is it's like the scanning and tokenization. So, all right. I don't remember how to handle numbers. That's the problem. All right, we're just gonna have to kind of figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. We're gonna have to figure it out, because then there's also the fact that it's a negative and a positive. That's also weird. Okay, well let's just start with the basics. Okay, let's get something. Let's get something. Now, there might be a better way to do this, but I don't know. Let's see. Text read. File. Is it this? Is that how you do it? Let me see. Actually, wait. I was just doing it right over here, though. I just want to loop through everything. Okay. Peak. Peak not equal -1. Okay. Text read. Yeah. Cannot implicitly convert. What did I do here? Oh, I need to cast it to a car. All right, so okay, so literally all I'm doing is just looping through each character right now. I don't know why that's a red squiggly. The expression being assigned to CH must be a constant. All right, fine. Okay, so we're going to loop over it, and then if CH oh, I see, okay. If car is white space CH, then we're literally going to skip over it. We're just going to text.read and then continue. Yeah, continue works. Okay. Else if, let's see what we got here. I'm just kind of, okay, if it's a letter. See, this doesn't make any sense. If it's a letter, do this. Oh. Okay, and then that's the result accumulator. CH to string is letter. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it does make sense. Does it? Again, oh man, I need to find the code for this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. We got some code here. All right, wait a minute. Let's just format this. Okay, it knows it's C#. Format it, bitch. Format document. Oh my God, format it! All right, I'm gonna have to manually format it, aren't I? Okay. No, this is perfect. This is very similar to what I want. Okay, if it's white space, just read over it. If it's a letter, then we're going to accumulate inside of it, and then we're going to accumulate inside of it. The interesting thing here is that all it's doing is just adding. It's just adding strings. String builder, string append. Yeah. I think we could do a little bit better than that in the scanning phase. Can we? Can we? No, we don't need to. Scanning, add. CH is not okay. So that's a quoted. Skip the terminating. I feel like I'm on display. We overloading operators? No, we're not going to be overriding any operators. No. There's no need for operator overloads right now. Or like, no. It's a different thing. All right. I'm probably doing too much. But we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way because that's how I want to do it. Okay, so first we need a public abstract class. Public abstract. We're just gonna call it token. Tokens would be like push and call as a token. They're a keyword type of token. Target is a token. It's a variable token, but it's a token. String literal is itself a token. So if I could spell abstract correctly, that would be great. All right. Abstract class token, properties, and methods. Okay, so this is just abstract. Nothing actually comes of it. Now, we want public class. We want keyword token, and then obviously that derives from the token. Okay, and then we have value. Okay, that looks good. Thank you, AI. We have also a variable token, public class variable token. Okay. Come on, AI. Can't you do better than this? Okay, perfect. Now. That's the thing. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Because now I'm thinking about, okay. No. It's fine. Okay, so we have variable token. Now we have public class string literal token. All right. And then we will have a numbered literal. Public class number literal token. Why isn't AI just figuring that out? Public class number literal token. Okay. Now this puts it as a double. See, this is where I'm getting confused because these are tokens. Scanners don't generate tokens. Okay. So what the scanner is going to generate is basically a list of strings. Is white space. Okay, so if it's white space, it's going to skip over it. Basically, everything else is going to be... There's probably a much easier way to do this. This is a poor man's scanner is what this is. What was it? It was called string accumulator or something like that. Append accumulator, string builder. String builder, accumulator. All right. Accumulate. Okay. So that's going to accumulate. So if it's not a white space, if it is a white, okay, so list items. So if that is a white space, we want to skip over the white space. If, how do I do this? Accumulator. Okay, yeah, perfect. Items add. Okay, so do you see what I'm doing? Basically, if it's a white space, if we have anything, basically we have this accumulator object. We're putting characters into it. If there's anything other than a white space, we're adding basically strings to this items array. This is a very, very poor man's way of doing a scanner. It's okay. It's going to work. So basically, everything in here, if it's a white space, blah, and then else, meaning it's not a white space, so everything else goes into there. Everything else. So what this should do is basically just separate the strings into a bunch of basically into an array of strings. You could probably easily do that with regex or something like that. Regular expressions, if you don't know what regex is. But and you could probably just do it with some type of split, but that's fine. How do you do multi-line variable constants in C#? Okay, so string, I think you do it like this. Yes. So what I want to do is I'm going to come up here and I want to put this data here into a string variable. All right, we want to get rid of the comments. Oh my God. In C#, how do you define a multi-line multi-line string with quotes inside it? Let me see how they do that. Okay, so you can do three quote marks. I see. Push. And then you end with 3 quote marks. Okay, perfect. Now, let's see, text reader. Scanner equals new scanner. So what you want now is scanner items public list, and we're just going to basically just add a getter. Items. Okay, perfect. That's fine. I mean, it's a little redundant, but it's fine. Items. Okay. And now, so down here, scanner, what you would do, how do you build the text reader object? I am bookmarking this. I probably have bookmarked it 6 times, but that's fine. Okay, so the scanner scan method, good for nothing language, scanner scan method, and then after the scanner is when you build the abstract. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how to use text reader. Text reader. C# text reader example. Text reader, string builder, text reader, stream reader. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. Okay. So using text reader, new string reader with data. I'll just put it in here. No, we're not going to put it in there. We're going to keep it outside. And then outside of the using statement, we're going to var items equals scanner items for each. And then I'm glad the AI picked that up. And we're just going to write that out. So this is basically just going to take this input and it's going to write a list, a push, and then under that target, under that push, under that comfort. This actually has more than one. Okay. And then let's run this really quick. It should be pretty simple and straightforward. All right, it's running over here. Hopefully not sure can see. I don't know why it's taken so long to run. Oh, I know exactly why it's taken so long to run. I think it's because we never advanced. All right. We did. Text read. Put read. Input read. Huh. I mean, that looks okay to me. This... Okay, this is doing peak. All right, let's follow that pattern. But then when we get in here, if is white space, if accumulation, okay. Text append. All right, let's see if I've broken free of the endless loop. I don't think I have. Okay, what's going on here? There's something basic I'm not understanding. Let's just kind of look at the behavior and see what's going on. Okay, so we're peaking. C is going to equal P, right? We put it into the accumulation. Okay, perfect. Now we read the character, which kind of just basically means advance to the next character. Okay, we loop back. CH is now U. Okay, this is perfect. And then CH is now S. Oh, no. This is good. This is good. Okay, CH is H now. Okay, and now we should hit into... Okay, first of all... Okay, no, I did do this. Okay, but we should hit into the is white space, right? Yes, we did. Now we're adding it to items. Okay, good. There is a bug, but that's fine. It should still not cause an infinite loop, though, which it seems that we're in. Let's let this run. Let me see. Public void. We're gonna set a breakpoint here just to see if we get there. We don't get there. Okay, so let's pause and let's see where it's stuck at. Ugh. My wife just got home. Let me go say hello, and I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully not sure is still there. I'm not exactly sure what's happening here though. This is a little confusing. What is CH? So CH seems to be the end. We're just not terminating the string. How does this work in the old code? Ah. Oh, no. Who? What? It's right here. If input peak, I mean, this is not great because it's actually calling peak twice. But if input peak is not equal to -1. So input peak should be -1 when we get to the end of the stream. Peak. Right? Input read. Okay, so one bug we have is when we exit out of here, we need to see if accumulation has anything. We basically need to do this again. So we can do that here. We don't necessarily need to call clear because we're never going to use it again. But basically we need to call this. But we're never going to get, right now we're never getting there, and I'm not sure why. Let's do this. Let's just see if we ever get there like this. We're not. Which, okay, that tells me we're not even iterating over, we're not iterating over the string correctly. I don't know why or how. So, how do you iterate over a string? So, why is this an infinite loop? Is it read? Okay. I mean, because you're doing it here. Input, read, input, read. Huh. All right, we might have to ask AI. There is something basic I am missing, and I don't see it. That's what's kind of driving me nuts. Let me just ask AI. Why is this an infinite loop? It's as though it's never progressing, I'm sorry, iterating through the string. Let's see what the AI says. Because text reader returns -1 at the end of the stream, not, oh. God damn it, not sure. This is your fault. This is not Shore's fault. I didn't even notice that. All right. Fine. Probably works fine now. Definitely not Shore's fault. Okay, see, it works perfectly now. And then if we go down to Hello World, let's just set a breakpoint here. Kill this breakpoint. Do that. And then you can see here we have everything just like we wanted. Okay, so that is the scanning portion. And so what we want to do now is we basically want to go through each one and we want to create these objects. Let's do that really quick, and then I think we're going to call it a night. So that is basically we're going to call that tokenization. Although you could kind of argue what I just did is tokenization, but that's fine. Actually, what does our guide, the guide document that we're using, what does it call it? I think it calls it AST processing or something. Where did it go? It calls it, so it does the parsing first. Wait, where did it go? AST for the, okay, yeah, so abstract statements. Parse statement method identifies the token. Yeah, it's basically tokenization. Although it's a parser actually. Wait, is it? Wait. Yeah, we're gonna call it parser. this is going to have one method called parse list string of tokens. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to walk through them for each. So remember, they're just tokens, okay? And now this is where you would do your like syntax checking, right? So like we have, let's just do this. Private list string keywords. Right? Push and call. And so this is where, so you're going to look for, this is where it gets weird. This is where it doesn't look great. No, it should be fine. Okay. If token starts with, okay, wow, the AI is just going all out here. Let's just see what the AI has, okay? So the AI basically says if starts with $, string variable equals string token substring 1. Okay, variable name. So that's good. So let's see. We have this. We're going to have public list token. Wasn't that the base class? Yeah, it was the base class token. Okay. Tokens, new list, get. Okay. Okay, so that's essentially what I wanted right here. And now this is going to be a quoted string. If token starts with and ends with, then we have this, right? String literal. Try parse. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then we have this. Now, this is a very weak little parsing engine here, but it'll get the job done. Basically now we have implemented code to go through the code at each character and kind of break it into chunks. Now we take the chunks and we identify the chunks of their certain type. All right. So we have the scanner, the items. Tokens. Okay. And then what we want to do with the tokens is basically for each public void info token type. Okay, token get name. That we wanted that to be virtual, public virtual, no, virtual, public virtual, right? Yeah. Public virtual void info. Okay. Now we want to override that in each one. Keyword token value. Variable token. String literal. And then, of course, the number. Okay. And then you can probably guess what we want to do here, which is basically just for each var token, in parser tokens, write the token info. Let's see if that works. Oh, are we in a... We're in an infinite loop again, are we? Where are we getting stuck? All right, we get to the scanners. That's good. It's getting stuck in info? What? What did I screw up? Why is it getting stuck there? Huh? What? I don't understand. Fill right line. It's not writing anything. I've seen this before and I can't remember what the issue is. I've seen this before. I've seen it before. I've done it before. Girl rocked on the floor. Tears hit the floor as I opened the door for her. She acting like a fool, not a letter. Learn from Project Patois. Pimpin's got a problem. Oh, girl, lie to me. Improvise. Look me in the eyes and lie to me. Tell me I'll believe anything. Sex on the beach and in the back seat. This could be us. This could be us, but we're playing. All right, now I want to hear that song. What is going on here that it won't print? Okay, public override, void info. Seen it before, tears on the floor, and I opened the door for her. She acting like a whore, and I'm a letter. I think I know what the problem is. No, I don't, actually. Maybe I do. So back to what I was saying. This could be us, do I? I don't think I know what the problem is. This could be us, but you play. I don't sound crazy. Fuck what the niggas were saying. This could be us, but you playing. This could be us, but you playing. Why does this code get stuck in an infinite loop at the call to token.info. And I know they really wish we would ball till we fall on the big bad wolf. Y'all cut your money in the echo and watch how your dreams hit the floor. Wait till I get the buzz off this drug. Damn, girl, you way too fine for a local club. Killing someone's vibe should be a fucking crime. Wasting someone's time should be so back to it. All right, according to AI, there's no bug here. I'm so confused though. Spin the bottle. If you the reason why it's empty, baby, spin the bottle. Truth or dare? Well, you don't want to. Okay. Let's see. What is happening? It's never, it's... I have seen this before. I'm not even making that up. I've seen this before. I just don't remember what the issue is. It's weird. Parser tokens. Okay, let me do something else. You gotta see this. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Vanessa nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. I think I know what the problem is. No. I was going to say the problem is with how I'm using in and tokens, but I don't think that's it. Okay, let's eliminate a point of failure here. Okay, I think the problem is here. I think the problem is in how I'm iterating parser tokens. What I'm going to do, I think I know what it is. I think what's happening. I'm not convinced of the argument I'm getting ready to make. I am not convinced of this argument I'm getting ready to make. But I think what is happening is that every iteration is calling parser. It's basically a getter, and it's kind of resetting. Oh, that see that. But let me just make a copy, and then we'll iterate the copy. I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me some. Still didn't work. I think you down right. Oh, your mama's got your polo socks. Hey. Let's try a different for loop. Watch my soul speak, you let the meds talk. Ay, if I kill a nigga, it won't be the alcohol. Ay, I'm the realest nigga after all. Bitch, be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down. Hold up, be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down. Be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down. Be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down. There's something else going on here. Right? Because we printed out the items just fine, right? Like this. Let's make sure this still works. I mean, if not sure was here, I am positively sure he could tell me what the issue was. No. What the F is going on? We were able to print. This is why you. Oh my stars and garters. We were able to print out everything. We were able. Remember, we saw a list of everything, and now we're not seeing that list. C# program. Console for each locks up console right line never advances. One thing that can cause this is if you click on the console window in such a way that it starts to select text. That's what the AI said, but let me see. Okay, that solved it. That solved it. Thank you, not sure. Thank you for nothing. Okay, so let me see. So I don't think we really need any of that. We can just do this. I mean, now that we kind of know what the problem is, parser dot tokens, and then we can just do this, and we can do this, and then we can come over here, and we can just make sure that like we don't. Okay, it got to the end. So did we do good? I mean, we have a keyword token push. We have a variable token of target, keyword token of push, string literal token of comfort, keyword token of push, number literal of -0.1, keyword token call, and a string literal of adjust NPC attribute. So I think we have a scanner and we have a tokenizer. So yeah, I think we did good today. I think we did a lot. I'm gonna go eat my chili because there is chili. I was talking about the chili at the beginning of the stream. I will not be here tomorrow. I will. I have a social event that I need to take care of, and yeah, I hope everybody has a great evening. I'll be back on Friday. Can't wait to see you then. Bye, boys.